Hi everyone, and welcome to the second in our series of Go Green webinars. Last week we looked at attraction marketing, and watch out for Charlie to post another workshop from an attraction marketing coach sometime next week. We also looked at the fundamentals of going green. As we know, the only way to move through the top levels of the career plan are to become and then learn to promote green elite leaders. Today we have a winning combination for you. We can learn online skills together with a personal approach in order to build our business to its full extent. Sam Norton, Michelle Bowles and I spent an evening on Monday with Big Al, who has 43 years experience in network marketing. Tonight I'll be sharing some of his tips with you, and I'm sure that Sam and Michelle, as well as myself, will be pleased to take any of your questions offline going forward. Before we move on to that though, I'd like to hand over to our technical and marketing expert who's going to give you more hints and tips for your online business. Please welcome Darius.
Good evening everybody, and thank you very much for that very warm welcome, Nadine. So here we are at the very first technical and marketing training session. The information that we're going to go through tonight is going to be very fast paced, but don't worry, you're not expected to pick it all up at once, and you can always revisit the video once the replay's been sent out, and if required you could make a list of questions and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So, we've worked long and hard to attempt to design something that meets your needs and those of your growing business. Something to complement the fantastic training that's already in place from the corporate website and other sources, something that will engage and incite you, provide you with all the technical and marketing know-how to capitalise on the amazing opportunity we've all signed up to, something that will serve you well and serve every new person that joins in our dynamic and professional group, to enable each and every one of us to prosper and gain the rewards that we all so richly deserve. After much thought and consideration, we have garnered your views, taken on board your feedback, and are proud to announce Social School. Social School consists of a curriculum and modules, both core and further. It will show you through simple how-to guides, workbooks and videos, new skills to apply to all facets of your business. Even if you're already a pro, in some areas, it will sharpen your skills and keep you ahead of the game. For everyone, it will ensure they get off to the very best of start and keep up with the industry as it continues to move at such a fast pace. Now, everyone who gets started will be provided with a clear and consistent set of steps to follow. We aim to provide the right level of detail for beginners, but keep it fast-paced enough for those revisiting a topic. In short, we aim to deliver a simple set of steps for each and every person to follow to ensure the success and prosperity for every person who is willing to put in the effort and maximise the return on that effort and be rewarded handsomely for it. So, we start with the curriculum. A set of principles that will provide the hook to hang our requirements from. Engaging for new starters as well as refreshers for those with a more advanced level of knowledge or expertise. It must be a simple and duplicatable system, so simple an 8-year-old could follow the steps and then teach their friend too, as Jordan Adler says in his best-selling hit, Beach Money. We will start with the simple steps any new starter will need to follow to get set up and ready for business, but progress at your own rate to a more complex and fully fledged model of operation whilst maintaining the ethos of simplicity, usability and usefulness to all that engage with it. Finally, that it changes with the needs of the business. That's you and I as well as the industry at large. As we said before, Social School will consist of several core modules. Starting with the building of your marketing funnel. We'll discuss this in a little more detail later, but in short, this will ensure there is no missed opportunity, that each and every contact you acquire is passively but effectively ringed for their value. Facebook, Ready for Business, will cover getting started on Facebook, covering your profile, your business page, content suggestions, and growing your fan base. Contact Manager and Autoresponder will show you how to capture that vital information on your growing business and their contacts within it, how to keep them engaged and offer them the latest and most exciting offers and promotion to aid your escalation through the colours, all with the touch of a button. Setting up and getting best use from your YouTube channel, learn the tricks and strategies employed to rank your videos on the first page of Google without paying, and create a secondary source of information to engage your fan base, including your customers and prospects. Now, we're progressing. Let's learn about simplifying the process. Scheduling our workload so you can generate content at a time and pace that suits you, but have it sent out throughout the day or even do a week's work in advance, and whilst being on holiday, knowing that your business is still advancing whilst not even in the country. Having created several forms of communication with our customers, prospects, team members, and our party hosts, we may as well connect the dots and integrate our platforms to maximum effect. And never miss another trick. This is covered in social integration. Whilst riding the wave you have created amongst your own circles, we can cover more progressive tactics that will allow you to further build your audience, whilst engaging an increasing number of new fans that will love your products, relish in the service you provide, and want to join in the fun with you. Now you've got them, you've got to keep them. Engaging with your fan base and making them value the decision to be part of your page is vital to the success of your business. Here, we'll learn how to do just that and to capitalise on each and every fan, ensuring true value in pounds and points is achieved. So there you have it. By following the core modules, you will have created a closed loop of activity focused on just 2 social media platforms that attracts and keeps your fans whilst converting them into paying customers, recruiting prospects and party hosts as you go, all from the comfort of your own front room and at a time to suit you. Once we have that down, and when you're ready, we can move on to the further modules. Starting with Twitter, we'll cover how to get started, what it does, and how to gain followers. But most importantly, how it's used as a business tool to gain customers, hosts and prospects. Spread the message far and wide, one tweet at a time. Pinterest, to take advantage of the pictorial nature and exploit the fact that the platform is where people go to seek inspiration for new ideas or find solutions to their problems. Instagram and its built-in filters to produce lovely images along with the use of hashtags to put your images in the way of trending traffic flows. Moving on to LinkedIn, the professional's Facebook, its incredible search facility to find an almost bottomless supply of quality leads and how exactly you go about that. Running promotions and competitions to engage new fans, re-engage existing ones and gain additional value from both, in many instances at no additional cost to you. Build and develop a WordPress site for free. Have a glossy and professional website for your prospects to visit and for you to establish yourself as an authority in your field. Boost the popularity of your social media profiles and web presence by building links to other sites and meeting the requirements of the search engine algorithms, along with SEO tips and strategies to further enhance your web pages and get those all-important high rankings on search engine results pages. Need that bit more? Want to create a hub of information to point all your traffic to? Complete your funnel with a website with all the features that will convert more leads into sales, team members and hosts. It's probably worth noting here that there is no requirement to take on the extra learning that these further modules require. By following the content in the core modules, you will have a complete and closed loop of activity. However, should you wish to learn a little more about all or any of the modules, you'll be welcome to do so at your own pace and add to your closed loop and take advantage of the enhanced capabilities it will provide for you. So there you have it, a brief introduction to what we'll be covering in the coming weeks. I'll pass you back over to Nadine, and I look forward to speaking to you in a few moments' time about the first module in this exciting programme of work.
So now back to the personal approach from people that we already know. There are 3 ways of earning money in Unique. We either move product, introduce people to the opportunity, or promote people to have a serious business of their own. The opportunities are enormous, be it to always have product at a discounted price, add an additional income, or have a life-changing experience. It might be worth noting that always 80% of people will want to use the product and be able to get it discounted. For those of you on the webinar tonight, I'm quite sure that you are in the 20%. So today we'll concentrate on how to introduce new people, approach them and follow up to great effect, using some of the Big Al techniques to understand the psychology of how to get a great response to our introductions. One thing is certain, we always need to work the numbers, knowing that people will always choose not to be a presenter, and that's okay. As long as we've offered everyone the opportunity and never missed anyone out, we will always then get what we are looking for to build a business of the size that we choose. A really simple technique that I'm sure that you've already done but would be worth going through once more is to make sure that you always have a list of people to speak to. Ideally, we speak to 3 people every single day about the opportunity, and that means being a customer, a host or a presenter, because the opportunities are manifold. We need to work through the list because we aren't able to keep everything in the head. Remember that we only use 10% of the brain at any one time, and although it is the second largest organ of the body, the skin being the largest, we only ever use 10% of it. Even Einstein, who was a genius, only used 11%, so whilst it is a really large organ, most of it is dormant. That 10% that we keep has to be fresh and vital, and therefore putting as much as we can on paper would be really beneficial. So a list of everyone, leaving no one out, whose life you believe would need enhancing. Retirement should come at a time of choice, not at a time of age. Who might want an extra holiday in a year? Who's looking for a new car? Who's actually paying to go to work whilst their children are in daycare? Who do we exchange money with on a daily or weekly basis? Who are we on a nodding acquaintance with but we don't really know properly? Who do we have in our life each and every week? Are all these people on your list, and have we offered them one of our 3 opportunities? Do you know why you would want them in your business as a customer, host or presenter? And do we also know the benefits to them? Zig Ziglar once said, to get anything you want in life, you just need to help enough other people get what they want. When you help other people and empower them to get what they want in life, you will automatically get what you want. Get an A5 leads book and make sure that you have a new person at the top of every page to keep records. We will always be able to go back, because even when somebody says no to our 3 opportunities, they don't always mean no forever. They might mean no right now, or they might even want further information. So once you have your leads book set up, we need to remember that we have already got a lot more information than they have. And it's very tempting to spill all the information we've got, to send them every link, every piece of information, every file, in order for them to make a decision, because we don't want to miss anything out. This can be really off-putting, and it can mean that a lot of people won't join because they're overwhelmed with the amount of information that you've given them. There are 2 types of people: some people who want a hobby, some people who want a profession. And we really can't lead them to go where we want them to. They have to decide where they want to be. Always remembering, as I've said, that 80% of people will be in the hobby category, and thank goodness for that, because we do need lots of them. It could be also that the 3 things that you need: you already have a great attitude to the business, you also are really motivated with the amount of books that you've read, the amount of CDs that you've listened to, but actually how much have you been paid from all that? It's time to maybe look at some of the skills that we need to actually do a great job. If we were in a traditional job, we would have to have a job description and we would have to carry that out, or we wouldn't keep that job very often. It's said that the longest journey starts with a single step, and it would be useful to take a step in the right direction. Some people might be really happy enjoying drama or being miserable, and personal development will certainly make us a better person. However, it's the skill that will earn us the money. And we don't know what we don't know. We need to be able to use words that people trust and understand. So if I was to ask you what you believe our job description is, what would your answer be? I look forward to hearing all your comments at the end or when I speak to you next week. But actually, we get paid on our ability to make a decision or to help other people make that decision. The company already do a great job. We know what the background of the founders are. We know how fantastic the product is, and the back office is like something that we've never seen. So our role solely is to be able to enhance the number of successful decisions that we can get other people to make, be it to book a virtual party with us, book an event, or whether to buy our product or join as a presenter. How many successful decisions can we get people to make? Remembering that we're not taking people where they don't want to go. So our one sole job description is our ability to get a successful decision. The next thing to ask yourself, if I ask you to write down these 4 words, be it making a presentation, closing the appointment, having an icebreaker, or building rapport, which order would you actually put those 4 things in? You see, there always is an order in life. If you were a skydiver, you have to reach the heights, get out of the plane, count to 10 and pull the ripcord. If you don't do them in that order, the chances are you may not live. Exactly the same in these presentations. Is it presentation, closing, icebreaker or rapport? And in which order are you going to do those to get a successful decision? It might surprise you to know that rapport, which is a mutual trust and understanding, comes first. An icebreaker to ask about the person that we're speaking to, but then we actually close and ask for the decision before we've actually made the presentation. Another example to this might be if you were married, did you have all the information that you needed before you actually made the decision to get married? The chances are you learnt a lot more along the way, and a great presentation actually becomes part of the training to help someone be successful. So when we get these in order, no matter how many CDs, samples, DVDs you give out, if you are saying words like, would you be interested in, or I have just got involved with, that will lead to a no very often straight away, and you're setting yourself up for big disappointment. So let's take a look at some key words that might help us get a more successful decision. The first words are 4 simple words. Would it be okay to? Would it be okay for me to show you how to earn some extra money? Would it be okay for me to show you how to make your lashes much longer and lustrous? Would it be okay for me to show you how to get some unique products free of charge? When you say that, that is a word choice that doesn't come out as sales. Oh, I've just got involved in, would you be interested? We need to take the sales element out of it, take a step back and ask for their decision. Would it be okay to? And that's something that we can practice. Remember that 21 times makes a habit. Just as you got up this morning and maybe cleaned your teeth first or had a cup of tea or got dressed, you'll have a certain habit that you do without thinking because you've done it so often. And these word choices will become second nature too when you use them. Would it be okay for me to show you, and then you go into the benefit that you want that person for in your business. These are pre-existing word choices which work already in the psychology of how we think. Most people say that this kind of toothpaste really works and your teeth become whiter and brighter. 4 out of 5 dentists recommend this particular brand. This again, if most people say that, then most people want to be a part of it, because generally speaking, we are followers and it takes us some time to stand out, to be a leader. So when we use the next word choice, most people, then we have somebody's attention. And again, that's something we can really practice. Most people don't want to work for 45 years before they retire and have a standard of living that they would like to have right now. Most people would like to earn part-time what they're currently earning full-time. Most people would like a 4-day weekend. Most people would like to ensure that their skin is really young looking. When we say this, and again, we use it with the person that we're in front of, most people work really well and you have that person's attention. And it enables them to make a decision. Most people would like to earn part-time what currently they're earning full-time. Would I be right in thinking that you would be one of those people? You are then able to get that decision really quickly and easily without going into the full presentation. We don't have time for trial and error. We are in at the beginning of this fantastic opportunity and there's no point wasting time. We may as well use these word choices which we know already work. And as your skill as a sponsor is to train your new people really simple word choices to help them get their 3 people involved in their business. Because after all, who wouldn't want the $250 or points of YCash, £160 to spend on products of your choice to actually build your business? Another really simple 4-word choice, I just found out. I just found out how to get an extra paycheck every single day. I just found out I can now take a holiday every 3 months. Is that something you'd like? I've just found out I can retire at an age to suit me, not an age to suit my actual age. You see, we only need to practice one of these things. I just found out. Most people are loving the unique opportunity. I'm sure you would too. Would it be okay for me to let you know how you would benefit from unique? I just found out a great way of adding additional money to my bank account every single day. You just know how, when we were talking, a 4-day weekend would be really suitable for us. These word choices are all on the Big Al CD presentation, and Sam Norton will be able to send you the link for just £10 with 43 years of experience on there if you would like to learn more about his 21 skills in network marketing. All we have to do is practice 2 or 3 of these word choices every single day with 3 people. Remember, 21 times makes a habit. So 3 times a day for 1 week will make us fantastic at one of them. We need to build rapport, break the ice, close and ask for the decision, and make the presentation part of our training. Keep it really short. And what I'd like to do is ask you to do one thing that scares you every single day. And then in 21 days, you won't have that fear anymore. Thank you for joining this personal approach today, and I look forward to speaking to you in smaller groups early next week to practice these techniques and get your 3 people in place before the 1st of November when we actually start with our live business. But for now, back to our online module number 1 with Darius.
Okay, so here we are at the very beginning of our journey. Let's cover the first thing first, building your marketing funnel. But before we do that, let's take a look at exactly what it is and what value it will produce for us. A marketing funnel is, simply put, a series of steps that progress your fans, once acquired, through a series of logical and informative steps in order to increase the return on your investment made by converting them from fans to paying customers, prospects, and party hosts. So why have one? Well, that's a really great question. And many of you, no doubt, have been doing perfectly well without all of this newfangled activity and posh little widgets. But just think for a moment about how many prospects you've lost touch with over the years. How many have moved, changed phone numbers, or seemingly disappeared off the face of the earth? Whatever happened to the nice lady who used to have a party 2 or 3 times a year and made such a fantastic hostess? Or the people that were going to join but didn't quite get round to it? The ones you've been meaning to contact for a while but never quite found the time? How would it be if we were to put all these people in a machine? Not a wood chipper, you understand, that would be quite messy, but a system that would contact them periodically with a personal message asking how they were getting on and if there was anything you could do for them. And whilst they're at it, why not suggest a referral for you, or perhaps a new paying customer? Never lose value from the efforts you have put in ever again, and have your business working for you even when away on holiday or taking time out with the kids. In short, a marketing funnel provides you with the following: capture of every interested party from each of your profiles, automatic retention of those people, keeping them informed of new developments at the press of a button, allows you to contact thousands of people in a few minutes with a personal message, up and cross-sell in a passive way only to those that have already shown an interest in your product or opportunity, gain maximum value from your growing fan base and retain it for as long as possible. So how is it we go about doing that? Well, as with all things, we start with a blank page. Taking your Facebook profile and your business page, along with the more traditional business practices that we employ, we add content, engaging promotions and advertisements online. This can include quizzes, intrigue pieces, Google AdWords campaigns, Facebook post boosts, scavenger hunts, Facebook posts, and so much more, which stimulate the interest and demand in our products and our opportunity. This builds our audience by creating likes, shares and comments, all feeding through to the next stage. This allows us to grow our contact list, increasing our customer base, generating leads and new hostesses all the time, identifying who are likely to enter our competitions, and gather key information about seasonal trends, gender, age, interest, hobbies, and other audience segmentation information. This, in turn, feeds through to generate sales, qualified leads, and hostesses. All of this is then taken to be refed to the start of the process to keep each participant involved and engaged, leading to an increased probability of further sales, leads, and party bookings for you. This reduces the dropout of missed contacts, lack of useful information such as birthday, age brackets, spending patterns, and so forth, all of which is captured automatically in the system we create and is present for us to capitalise on as and when required. So, let's move on to step number 1, and that is to get your Facebook profile and page set up and ready for business. Starting with your profile, let's get it shipshape. Make sure that your profile picture is of you. Of course, everyone loves the picture of you of your dog taking a Sunday walk, even more so of the crazy night out when you had one too many nerfy paps at the works do. But representing your business with new people checking you out all the time is perhaps not the best first impression. Also, you need to be easily identified as the crazy lady with one eye full of mascara down at the petrol station, or perhaps even down at the gym. Put a link on your profile page in the About section to your shop so people know where to go. Why not have an inspirational banner as your cover photo? Something that suggests of your life as a result of being a part of Unique. If you haven't already, set up your Facebook business page. This is where all your content will be posted. It will be the hub of your business on Facebook and will allow for a degree of separation between your professional and personal personas. You will, however, still be able to link the two at relevant points. For example, if you wanted to let your close friends know about the next big promotion or special offer you're running. Have the same or similar image as your personal profile picture to add to the continuity of your image. For your cover photo, have a professional image that showcases the product range well. There are plenty on the internet and the various trading sites to choose from. If you're feeling adventurous, then why not write one of your own? Add your sign up capture page link to your about section on your business page too, and also add it to the description field that pops up when someone clicks on your cover photo. If possible, add an image of a button with a click here for more info or special promotion this way into your cover photo to get extra clicks and sign-ups. Once you've got that sorted, let's get you a handy widget that will save you a bunch of time. Available on your tablet or smartphone. Download every post. This is a wonderful and free app that will allow you to write out a post to either or both of your profiles at the same time while scheduling it for a time that best suits you. As you progress and establish accounts on more social media profiles and sites, you can add them in to your Every Post app and save even more time and effort, all from the one place. It's just brilliant. Okay, so we've set up our stall and are ready to open the doors to the public. So what do we put? Oh, well, this could be awkward. Well, the truth is, there are no shortage of options and examples to look at. Videos on the Lips Love Lashes YouTube channel, your friend who's already got started ahead of you, uniqueproducts.com and the Lux page, which is just amazing and so easy to share from, fashion and beauty media, friends, funny and trivial posts that cause a titter, or that post with the saying that really rung true. All of these and so many more provide fantastic ideas for content for you to generate. There are, however, a few things to avoid if possible. Anything, and I mean anything, that's negative. Of course, there will be times when a good moan is in order, when life just seems to keep dishing out the dirt, but keep that to your personal profile, never on the business page, and never about the business. Don't spoil someone else's buzz just because you woke up in a grouchy mood. Nothing sensitive, such as political or religious views, and if you have strong views on creed, colour, gender, or anything of that nature, then please just keep it for yourself. Other than that, post away. Keep it relevant, but not always the big sell. No more than 1 in 5 posts should be a direct product or sales promotion. Mix up the content you post with video links, press articles, funny things that have happened, and trending topics. Now you have a few posts under your belt, perhaps using your jazzy new Every Post widget. So, it's time to get the word out. Invite all of your friends to like your page by going to the Build Audience tab at the top right of your business page and invite all of your friends. Having drawn up your list of existing contacts, put 3 columns down one side. One for if you think they might be interested in joining, another for buying product, and then a final one for people who you might consider to be a great hostess. Starting with the ones who got all 3 ticks, set about sending PMs to them or by email if that's the details you have. Keep it warm and engaging. Put personal notes in to remind them of your common link and ask them to help you out in your new journey, explaining that the least they'll come away with is some free samples and having had a laugh with you. Put a post on your personal profile. Don't do this too often, you don't want to turn all your friends off, but tell them what you're up to and would appreciate a bit of help. That they can tag anyone who might want some free products or to earn a little bit of extra money in their spare time in the comments box. Wherever possible, include a link to your shop. If you're talking about joining, then ask them to come back to you, but include your link to the joining page of your unique website too. Some people might be a little shy to come back to you, but may like to have a look around on your site and make up their own mind. When you start creating your content, go and get your first party link from the corporate site. You can set it to start in a few weeks' time, but it provides that focus to get your first party booked and off to a flying start. Keep working at it and getting sharp with your new skills and tools. Why not develop a whole day's content with different posts for your personal profile and business page, but write it up in every post the night before and schedule it to go out at different times throughout the following day. It's joyous to come back from a day out or being busy doing other things and having comments, likes and inquiries waiting for you. Build your fan base with interesting posts, ask people questions, even better, ask them what they want to see and what would interest them the most. Then give it to them. They're sure to respond. Once you have 30 likes, you'll have access to insights on your page. How many people are interacting with your page, what type of post they've engaged with, age, gender, the time they are most likely to be online, and a myriad of other information too. Get in the triple digits and get yourself established. Start to see your ratios appear and get some great feedback from your growing fan base. Remember, once you've attracted your fans, you have to keep them too. Speak directly to your existing fans in some of your posts and run special promotions just for them. It will reward their loyalty as well as attracting new fans in from the referrals that you'll get from doing it. In short, happy Facebooking. So, that concludes the first module in the newly developed social school. I hope you have found it useful, and if you have any comments, if you got lost at any point in time, or if you want to ask me any questions generally, then please do feel free to get in touch. You can contact me via Darius J. Ward on Facebook. Next time, we'll cover setting up and developing your contact manager to plug the gap in your marketing funnel. Setting up your autoresponder to keep new and old fans alike in the loop and to automatically promote your new incentives at the push of a button. And more useful apps and sites to help maximise your effectiveness, save you time and make your business all the more dynamic. Then we'll cover setting up your YouTube channel, make videos, upload them to the web, edit them, add writing to the screen and optimise them for search engine results too. All in a neat little bundle. So, thanks very much for listening. I really appreciate your time this evening. I hope you found it useful. That is all for now, but as I've already said, I hope you've enjoyed it, found it useful, or at least been reminded of a few top tips that you can put into action straight away. Until the next time, I look forward to seeing all of your wonderful and sometimes wacky posts coming through, and also look forward to speaking to each and every one of you in the very near future.
So thank you for joining us again on this Go Green experience. Next week we'll be moving on with our online presence and also taking a look at the 12 sales of Christmas to make sure that each of you achieve the Fast Start promotion and how we're going to be able to do that. Darius and I will both be online after this webinar tonight on Facebook, email and of course by phone to answer all of your questions, and we really look forward to speaking to you early next week as we take some smaller groups to get some real hands-on training. Thank you so much for joining us once again tonight, and remember that fish don't try to swim, flowers don't try to grow, birds don't try to fly, they just do, and so will we. Thank you once again, and see you all very soon.